in color. The continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Dorothy Malone as Constance Mackenzie, Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi, Ryan O'Neill as Rodney Harrington, Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson, Tim O'Connor as Elliot Carson, Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington, Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington, James Douglas as Stephen Cord.
Today, the Reverend Tom Winter united Rodney Harrington and Betty Cord in marriage, in the presence of the bride's former husband, Stephen, and of his own wife, Susan. While the other guests lingered to offer their congratulations, Stephen and Susan escaped to the inn. There, over a drink, each made a frank admission to the other. Stephen that he will never, under any circumstances, give up his claim to Betty. And Susan that she will drive her husband to admit he's a man before he's a minister. She will put Tom's human frailty to the test, even at the price of moving his young secretary, Jill, into their home.
Stephen and I went to the inn and had a drink. He needed one badly, and so did I. You know, all during the ceremony, I kept watching them look at each other, and I thought about our marriage, and I'm sorry for both of us. Well, tonight's topic, youth's most important right. Is it the freedom to accept responsibility, or just the keys to the family car?
Too many people believe that.
Including the kids themselves.
You ought to come to the meeting tonight. They may surprise you.
I'll pass. Oh, let me help you.
All right, you do two and I'll do two.
You know, speaking of responsibility, you shouldn't have to do this. You have a secretary.
Oh, this isn't part of our job?
Oh, shouldn't it be?
No. Jill went home to feed a baby supper.
How's she working out?
Very well.
I'm glad. Well, she types very well. Seems to be conscientious. You know, it's a shame she has to keep running back and forth between here and her baby.
What are you suggesting? That I fire her and get someone else?
Of course not. Poor girl needs a job. I doubt if you could find anyone as good to replace her. Tom, we have a spare bedroom. Why don't we just move Jill and the baby in here with us?
No.
Well, why not?
Well, it wouldn't work.
But why?
Well, for one thing, Jill is young. She'd probably find it dull and confining.
Much more so than that awful boarding house. I think it would be an improvement.
Not really, no. She'd still be an outsider, and it would be bound to create problems, just living together that closely. And you are not used to having a small child around. Now, we'd find ourselves resenting the lack of privacy.
Maybe.
Oh. If there were no other strings on our marriage, it might work. I say might. As it is, I don't think we can afford to take a chance.
At least it was a thought.
Very generous one, yeah.
Jill'll be disappointed. I already sounded her out.
She has a lonely life. Well, there must be other answers.
You know, Tom, I really don't understand you. I mean, how many years have you been after me to act like a minister's wife? To be generous and thoughtful of those less fortunate. Yeah. And when what are you going to say, that our marriage should come first? I thought that was my line of attack.
You know, I really believe that this would have a chance at work.
I mean, if you had faith in my good intention.
All right. Suppose we give it a try. Madam called?
Madam needs buttoned. And buttoned on, not off.
Spoil sport.
How do I look?
Oh, you look... Well, if you weren't my wife, what I'm thinking now would get me in a lot of trouble. You know, I've heard of Trojan horses, but Trojan necklaces.
What was your mother's?
Grandfather likes to keep everything in the family.
Tradition, you know. What did you expect, an electric blanket?
Huh.
Did you finish this, please?
You know, even if I went along with Grandfather's tastes in wedding gifts, why Stephen to deliver it? Doesn't figure.
I couldn't see anyone but you.
You know, if he doesn't have the sense of decency to stay out of our lives, I'm going to have to give him the message.
Rod.
Betty, honestly, it's the only way I know how to handle it. We have to draw a line, and Stephen's got to get on one side, and we get on the other.
This is for the rest of my life. Now, Stephen's accepted that. He's not going to come between us. I know.
You know. Feminine intuition, huh?
Mm-hmm. He came to see me at the inn.
What did he want?
Just to wish me good luck and hope that we'd be happy together.
Oh, come on, Betty. There had to be more.
Well, he admitted that he was jealous and that he saw where it was leading. And that he could only end up by destroying himself.
So he said, let's start fresh, huh? Let bygones be bygones. Is that what he said?
He was sincere. He really meant it.
Then what did he crash our wedding for?
We have to believe that he meant what he said for our own sake.
I don't want to talk about it.
Rod, you're half-brothers. Whether you like it or not, you have to stop hating each other. Why don't you give him the benefit of the doubt? Meet him halfway. Okay?
Okay. Oh, the timing.
Come in.
Good evening, sir and madam.
Two been doing? Shoveling coal?
Nope, just delivered our wedding present to Rod and Betty. I mean, we left at their new house.
John, gonna have another drink. You can tear yourself away from the family, do you?
Well, steady, Foster, steady.
Forget it, Mom. You really wanted us to have a church wedding, didn't you?
Well, while I was sitting there today, it did occur to me.
Don't you want to know what we gave them?
Something wild, I'm sure. But hold it a minute. If you two will tend the bar, I will go change into some rags so I won't embarrass you.
Mrs. Jackson, can I make myself a sandwich or something? I'm starved.
Sure. Come on.
You want anything, Rita?
No, thank you. There's a leg of lamb in the refrigerator.
Mrs. Jackson, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure. What's the matter, Norm?
Well, how about me helping you out? Bartending or something. I mean, now that Eddie's gone, you're going to need somebody. Why not me?
What happened at the mill?
Well, whoever bought it isn't going to want anybody named Harrington working for him. That's for sure.
Your father told me he was leaving town, but stupid me, I didn't realize how that would affect you and Rita.
Well, it's not the end of the world. It's just a job. So all I got to do now is go out and find another one.
Sure.
What'd you say you had in the cooler?
Have you told Rita?
Nope, not yet. Lamb, a little ham, lettuce, cheddar cheese, an onion with maybe some pickles on top, some mayonnaise.
No.
Mr. and Mrs. Norman Harrington.
Just open it and keep your voice down so Rita can't hear us.
Why? I'm tired of keeping things from Rita.
Then why did you not tell her that you were going to lose your job? And why did you pretend that you wanted something to eat so you could ask me about bartending and Rita wouldn't know about it?
Well, that's different. Okay, you're right. It's not different.
Look, I don't want to see her upset any more than you do. I just thought it'd be simpler if I gave it to you.
Who gave it to you?
Eddie.
On second thought, I think I'd like a peanut butter and bacon on white toast, no lettuce, and less milk. Okay?
Okay, Fatso.
Thank you.
Rita, you know I'm probably going to lose my job.
Oh, no.
Well, the only reason I had it was because of Dad. And now that he's gone, well, I'm next.
Mom, why couldn't you hire him to help around here?
Forget it, Rita. I've already asked her. But don't worry about it. I'll find something else.
I know you will.
Well, how does it feel to be grown up again?
Huh?
While you were sick, your mom and I got in the habit of excluding you from all depressing conversations.
It was the right thing to do then.
And now that you're better, well, you can share in on the bad news.
Maybe silly, but I have a feeling you're about to tell me something awful.
You're right. It's silly. Before your dad left, he gave this to your mom.
Do you know what it is?
Nope.
Do you? It's a receipt for a bank deposit. $50,000.
That's right, honey.
Norman? All this money, $50,000. Look, we got all this money from Grandfather Peyton.
I don't believe it. Well, why'd you wait till now?
Honey, why don't you let me take you shopping? You can pick out a whole new wardrobe.
Wait a minute. If Grandfather wanted us to have this money, why didn't he just give it to us? I mean, how'd Eddie get involved with it?
Well, maybe Dad talked your grandfather into it.
I still don't get it. Well, what's the point? Why didn't Eddie just hand it to us? Why do you have to make sure he was out of town first? And look at the date here. That was months ago.
Rita, will you stay out front? I've just got to change my clothes.
Mom, Norman's asked you some questions. I think you better answer them.
What kind of con game was Eddie playing with the old man to get $50,000?
I don't know what he did, and I don't care. The point is that he got the money for the two of you, not for himself.
Well, I do care. I mean, we care. And we don't want any part of it.
Norm, look. Look, Eddie tried to make Rita's future secure with this. You've got no right to deprive her.
Norm, if you're worried about the money, we can go to Boston and ask your grandfather about it.
Oh, yeah. The only thing Grandfather can do these days is wiggle a finger once in a while. And I'll take care of Rita's security.
This money is yours and hers.
Mom, Norm and I are going to have to talk about this.
Okay. Look, maybe your grandfather felt guilty. Now, he knows he can't live forever, but it's very generous of him if he can afford it.
Hello, Rita. Norman.
Hi, Stephen.
That's a handsome dress you have on there, Rita.
Thank you.
We'll see you later, Mom.
Okay.
Bye, Stephen.
Bye. A lot of rice, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't like my being at the wedding.
Who did?
Are you aware of the fact that our honeymooning couple are going to live right up on the hill beyond the wharf?
Kids told me.
Small world, small world.
What can I serve you, Steve?
Don't count on Betty as a customer, Rita. One, she doesn't drink. Two, when she does drink, she drinks at home or the inn or somewhere very, very fashionable. No hard feelings. You just won't have my ex-wife as a customer.
Stephen, what can I serve?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. I'm over it, Ada. It's a great feeling.
Sure.